Hello and welcome to Midday Update. Coming up are the headlines for the day. Muscat Sultan Qaboos port records highest rainfall in Oman. Hola and Al Nahda hospitals cancel all outpatient appointments due to rains. Afternoon and evening classes to be suspended in Muscat Governorate due to rains. Nepal government, the Hull forms 8-member cabinet with 3 deputy prime ministers. US in deep freeze as death toll reaches close to 50 due to winter storm. Boat adrift at sea for weeks carrying Rohingya refugees reaches Indonesia's Aceh. Babar Azam century gives hosts upper hand after New Zealand strike early. Premier League, Arsenal makes stunning second-half comeback to down West Ham 3-1. Those were the headlines. Now for the local stories for the day. Sultan Qaboos port in Muscat Governorate has recorded the highest amount of rainfall of 72 mm on Tuesday, December 27, 2022. Ahmed bin Abdullah Balushi, a meteorologist at the Civil Aviation Authority, indicated that there will be continuous rainfall in some northern governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. The authority's monitoring station in Port Sultan Qaboos recorded the highest amounts of rain amounting to 72 mm, followed by the city of Muscat station with 39 mm and Muscat International Airport station with 27 mm. The governorates of Muscat, North Al-Bathana, South Al-Bathana, Al-Dakhliya, Musandam, Al-Dahira and Al-Buremi witnessed today isolated rains of varying intensity, leading to flow of reefs and some valleys. Oman Meteorology said earlier that the trough low pressure will continue affecting the governorates of Musandam, North Al-Bathana, South Al-Bathana, Al-Buremi, Al-Dakhliya, Muscat, Al-Dahira, North Al-Sharqiya and South Al-Sharqiya from today until Thursday morning. It also said that the weather event will start gradually weakening by Wednesday night with continuing chances of scattered rain until Thursday morning. Hola and Al Nahda hospitals have cancelled all outpatient appointments on Tuesday, December 27, 2022 due to the rains. We would like to draw the attention of our patients and that was decided to cancel all outpatient appointments in Hola and Al Nahda hospitals for today, Tuesday, December 27, 2022 due to the weather conditions that prevented medical staff from arriving at the workplace, Hola Hospital said in a statement. The hospital added saying that, "We confirm that the 2 hospitals are operating at their capacity and continue to provide accident and emergency services. All cancelled appointments will be rescheduled." Classes will be suspended in afternoon and evening schools in Muscat Governorate on Tuesday, December 27, 2022 due to thunderstorms that the governorate is witnessing. Due to rains of varying intensity that the Muscat Governorate is witnessing and in the interest of the Directorate General of Education for the safety of the students, it was decided to suspend studies in all afternoon schools in the governorate on Tuesday, December 27, 2022. The study will resume on Wednesday, December 28, 2022, the Directorate General of Education in Muscat Governorate said. Those are a few of the local stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with international news. Stay tuned.
Circly just landed in Oman. Now you can enjoy your life and save through unlimited buy 2 for the price of 1 offers and discounts starting 20% onwards at more than 2,000 leading vendors covering all your needs. Download Circly Oman mobile application, subscribe and try 1 month for free. Upgrade your lifestyle with Circly Oman.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the international stories. CPN Maoist Center Chairman and new Nepal Prime Minister Pushpa Kamal Dahal, also known as Prachanda, has formed an 8-member cabinet with 3 deputy prime ministers. The 44th Prime Minister of the Himalayan nation took the oath of office and secrecy from President Vidya Devi Bhandari at President's residence Sheetal Nivas. President Bhandari also administered an oath to the 8 ministers. Bhandari administered oaths to Deputy Prime Ministers Bishnu Parudal, Narayan Krishrestha and Rabi Lamijani. Along with the Deputy Prime Minister, Padul also took oath as Minister of Finance, Shrestha as Minister of Physical Infrastructure and Transport and Lamijani as Home Minister. The other ministers include Damodar Bhandari, Rajendra Rai, Abdul Khan and Jwala Kumari Shah. Dahal was appointed Prime Minister for the third time after he secured the support of 169 members of the parliament to form the new government. He served as Prime Minister of Nepal from 2008 to 2009 and again from 2016 to 2017. Prachanda approached the President for his appointment as Prime Minister on December 25th after a coalition of 6 parties decided to support him to form the next government. The general elections did not produce a clear winner. The unexpected decision came after the CPN-MAOS rule centre abruptly severed ties with Sher Bahadur Deube's Nepali Congress Party, which had been in power along with its allies. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday congratulated Pushpa Kamal Dahal on being elected as Nepal's Prime Minister. PM Modi noted that the unique relationship between the two nations is based on deep cultural connect and ties between people. As the US continues to stay in deep freeze, the death toll has reached at least 48 as the blizzard stranded motorists, knocked electricity out for thousands of people and made it difficult for emergency crew to get residents trapped in their cars, sources reported on Monday. The extreme circumstances in western New York were caused by numbing cold, howling winds and heavy lake-effect snow, which was picked up by freezing air flowing over warmened lake waters. During a press conference on Monday, Erie County Executive Mark Polankars announced that at least 25 people had perished as a result of the storm which hit the area over the Christmas holiday weekend. Buffalo City of western New York has been highly hit by snowstorms. Numerous regions were also left without power as a result of the blizzard. The storm capped an Arctic freeze and winter storm front that had spanned most of the United States for days, reaching all the way south of the Mexican border. Tens of thousands of homes and businesses remained without power on Monday as rescue and recovery efforts continued, according to sources. Citing the White House statement, sources reported on Monday that President Biden spoke by phone with New York Governor Kathy Hochul and offered federal assistance as New York deals with a massive winter storm that has claimed more than 24 lives. As a consequence of the Arctic blast and the winter storm, numerous people have died and suffered weather-related road accidents or the cold. All kinds of transportation, planes, trains and vehicles were disrupted due to the storm this holiday weekend, closing hundreds of miles of road and air travel cancellations. A boat carrying Rohingya refugees, which was adrift for a month at sea, has finally landed in Indonesia's Aceh, sources reported on Monday, citing the two rights group that have been tracking the vessel. The boat, which reached Aceh, Indonesia on Monday afternoon, had over 180 ethnic Rohingya men, women and children in it. More than a dozen are reported dead. Moreover, on Sunday, a boat carrying 57 Rohingya men arrived in Aceh province on the northern tip of Sumatra in the far west of the Indonesian archipelago. Notably, more than 1 million Rohingya people have sought refuge in Bangladesh after fleeing persecution in neighboring Myanmar. According to human rights organizations, up to 20 passengers may have died throughout the journey up to that time. As on Monday, they were unable to confirm the death toll. Some of the rescued passengers appear weary and gaunt in the videos which were obtained by sources. Last week, a Rohingya activist in the refugee camps told viewers that the captain of the boat had called him and said they were starving to death. On Thursday, the UN-appointed independent human rights expert Tom Andrews issued a statement urging governments to immediately and urgently coordinate search and rescue for this boat and ensure safe disembarkation of those aboard before any further loss of life occurs. While many in the world are preparing to enjoy a holiday season and ring in a new year, boats bearing desperate Rohingya men, women and young children are setting off on perilous journeys in seaworthy vessels, said the UN Special Rapporteur on Myanmar. In his plea to all regional governments for a more humane regional response to those fleeing the junta's brutal violence, including the Rohingya, Andrew called for an absolute moratorium on any deportations or pushbacks to Myanmar, as well as harmonized search and rescues at sea. This is just the latest in a series of dangerous voyages, said the UN expert. 2 weeks ago, a Vietnamese oil company vessel on its way to Myanmar rescued one sinking boat with 154 Rohingya refugees aboard. As they were close to Myanmar waters, they reportedly handed the group over to Myanmar authorities, he said. Those were the international stories. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with sports news. Stay tuned.
Circly just landed in Oman. Now you can enjoy your life and save through unlimited buy two for the price of one offers and discounts starting 20% onwards at more than 2,000 leading vendors covering all your needs. Download Circly Oman mobile application, subscribe and try 1 month for free. Upgrade your lifestyle with Circly Oman.
Welcome back to Midday Update. Now for the sports news. Day 1 of Pakistan's first test against New Zealand was highlighted by Babar Azam's 9th test century and Sarfaraz Ahmed's stunning comeback performance, with the host recording 317 for 5 thanks to their 196-run 5th wicket stand. Pakistan recovered from a precarious 110 for 4 to finish the opening day's play in the first test against New Zealand at 317 for 5 on Monday. Elected to bat first, the duo joined forces when Pakistan was in a precarious position of 110 for 4 before lunch, but they batted nearly all the way through to stumps, playing out almost 2 entire seasons. While Babar's unbroken 161 was the day's high point and raised his test average to beyond 50, Sarfaraz's 86 in his first test appearance in nearly 4 years and his first ever on home soil was also noteworthy. However, Pakistan's day had gotten off to a catastrophic start after they decided to bat. The early stumpings of Shan Masood and Abdullah Shafiq by Ajaz Patel and Michael Bracewell marked the first time in Test cricket that the first 2 wickets were taken via stumpings. Nevertheless, Babar and Saud Shakil managed a 62-run stand to push Pakistan over the century mark. However, just 1 over before lunch, the latter was defeated for 22. The visitors had no idea what they would have to wait nearly 5 hours for the next opportunity to celebrate after the 4th wicket made the opening session completely theirs. Apart from the run-out opportunity in the first over after lunch and the early life to Babar by Daryl Mitchell at first slip, the Pakistani captain dominated the New Zealand bowlers throughout the course of his knock. He took full advantage of a pitch that got better to bat on as the day wore on, after a challenging first hour to get to his century, hitting a 6-over deep mid-wicket to reach the 3-figure mark. Babar utilised the balls turning in from Bracewell, those tailing in from Tim Southey, and unsuccessful leg side line that Neil Wagner operated on score 83 runs in front of a square on the leg side. In an innings that has so far featured 15 fours and 1 6, his most successful shot, a flick, fetched him 56 runs. Babar was given out trying to bat the day's penultimate over, with Patel celebrating his 3rd scalp. However, Babar referred the on-field decision to the 3rd umpire via the DRS. Replay showed the ball was going over the stumps. Agha Salman remained unbeaten on 3 as Babar left the field unbeaten on 161. Arsenal made a stunning comeback in the second half to extend their lead in the Premier League standings to 7 points, following a 3-for-1 win over West Ham on the very night which saw the former Gunners boss Arsene Wenger return to the Emirates Stadium for the first time since his departure in 2018. Now Arsenal has a total of 40 points to their name, having won 13 of their 15 games, losing only 1 and drawing the other 1. In 16 matches, West Ham has won only 4, lost 10 and drawn 2. They are in the 16th position in the table with a total of 14 points. After William Saliba brought Jarrod Bowen inside the box, West Ham got a chance at the goal. At halftime, the scoreline read 1-0 in favour of the visitors. Gunners needed to respond strongly in the second half. They did just that as Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli helped the hosts make a quick comeback, scoring 2 goals in the 53rd minute and 58th minute to take the lead. 13 minutes into the second half, the smile was back on Wenger's face. In the 69th minute of the match, Eddie Kearney rounded off a brilliant night with a superb goal, tripling the lead, which lasted till the end of the game. Mikel Arteta, the club's current manager, thanked Wenger for coming. Arteta also expressed happiness with his team's performance, saying that the home crowd generated a lot of belief and energy for his team, which showed a lot of composure and real quality, but also real clarity to understand what the game demanded, and they executed that really well. Arsenal will be playing Brighton on New Year's Eve, while West Ham will host Brentford on Friday. Those were the local, international and sports stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.